Hello, Christian here, and welcome to the Disruptive Chef Entrepreneur Show. I wanted to talk to you today about AI on the line and how artificial intelligence is reshaping our food service industry. Because AI isn't coming, it's already here. And if you are not on top of it, you will be falling behind. Because think of AI as a cheat code to scale a lot smarter. Again, my name is Christian. I'm the host of the Disruptive Chef Entrepreneur Show. And thanks for logging in and thanks for listening. And if you wouldn't mind, please leave a comment below and like our episode. We appreciate every single one of them. So let's get into AI. And a lot of our clients asking us a lot about AI, you know, hey, Christian, do you think AI is just for tech bros or stock trader? Or are you already behind? And for me, it's one of those things. And for people which know me, know that about a year ago, I took one of my employees, and her sole job was to research AI. How does AI work? How does AI make an impact in our industry? How does AI help us as an organization? And also, it was really important for me to use AI for us, not just to make things easier, but to scale a little bit better. Because I honestly feel if you don't use AI in some shape or form, you will be left behind. And for us, it was also around, how can we use AI to make things easy on us? And my goal was really simple. We have 7 employees. So, how can AI cut an hour of each of us every single week? And so, if we can save 7 hours a week, um, how can we scale better? And that became kind of a job. If you use AI to streamline vendors, evaluations, and multi-state things, you know, it saves us not just the 7 hours. I think it saves us a lot more. And there's a few things I learned about AI. First off, there's a lot of amazing stuff out there, especially around videos and video creation and voice creation and how to do AI books and all the other amazing stuff. And for me, I think AI became one of our drivers because now we actually took AI courses. How can we become better in AI? Looking at all of the different stuff. And we using ChatGPT, and how can ChatGPT answer like I would? So I created an avatar for every single of our employees and ask better questions. So for me, that's the first thing I want to talk about. The whole post pandemic shift, tighter margins, fewer people. And I think there's a lot high expectation on our industry. Isn't all about just replacing jobs. It's about replacing inefficiencies because that's where AI is really good. And food service is built on, being predictable. It was built on being precision, and it was built on being performance. All the things AI does much better at scale. Because for me, I almost think we need to look at AI as the new sous chef. It's quiet, it's faster, and it doesn't call it sick. And that was always a joke for me as we kind of went through this. The most amazing thing is what I learned about AI is that we need to become more efficient and better at using it. So, for an example, if you break it into bite size and use cases, which are not just real world, but it's also what we actually used. So we started out using 60 different tools. And as we started looking at the different tools, we realized that some of the things are better than others. Then we realized is, you know what? How come this particular thing is better when this person is using it? So we also realized that, the whole idea of good information in, good information out. Because for me, there's a few things AI is kind of trailing behind, or we haven't found a good enough tool yet around the kitchen. Because being, just using prep on base, and for me, I just want to say that use prep, based on better, or use a predictable prep on reservation or historic data. I think there's more to it, because if you have, for an example, a smarter camera which flags if a steak isn't cooked right, or if something else isn't prepared right, or how about if you have voice activated stations for hand-free recipes and for hand-free steps, because I think that's the cool thing about it. Also, from a customer experience, AI driven personalization on menus, on allergens, where it flags preferences, where the upsells is absolutely amazing. Chatbots for reservations, for pre-orders, or learning customer behavior. I think that's where it's really, really good. And for me, I usually don't go to McDonald's. So I've been to McDonald's a few months ago, and using their smart kiosk, for me, I it was almost overwhelming at the time that we used it, because I'm not a big McDonald's guys, or Sweet Greens, or what Panera is doing now. But actually using smarter kiosk is definitely the way to go, because it takes away human error. And on top of all of that, I honestly feel that AI is making a huge impact. It's about labor, and not just getting rid of labor. I want to be careful with that. I think it's making sure that people work more efficiently, because AI generated schedules, for me, is not just a labor law. It's can also be based on weather. It can also be based on spikes on demand. Because for me, that's where it's really, really good at. It's also really good in reducing burnout. AI can flag when employees are overworked or underutilized. That's absolutely amazing. And then also it can be used for hiring tools, and it can score resumes, and it can reduce biases. For me, that's just absolutely amazing. Then when you look in the back of the house, inventory and procurement. So for me, forecasting tools that not just are more efficient, but which help you over ordering, and which can consider shrinkage. Auto reorder system, which learn your user patterns. I, for me, think that's absolutely amazing. And, even from there, smart invoicing, scanning and matching, if there's a product which didn't come in, or if you got too many, or if something is coded wrong. I think that's where AI is absolutely amazing at. And also around distribution and supply chain. AI can map the delivery routes. So you have, or your distributor delivers every single time efficient, fuel efficient. And it's also really good in forecasting and adjusting productivity and manufacturing levels. And have you heard of ghost inventory? For me, no more tech stock needed in warehouses if you apply AI correctly. So for me, that's some of the really good benefits. But in order to do this, we as a culture need to look at a mindset shift, because I honestly believe, because if we feel like, let's step back. So we feel that we need to be coders, which is not true. We just need to be more curious. And it isn't just about AI as a tool. It's really a teammate that it learns to delegate, work smarter, not harder, to all of the things we always talked about. And if you're a chef or CEO a chef and the CEO who embraces AI, I honestly feel if you embrace it today, you will lead the next 10 years. And for everybody else, it's catching up. So for me, AI, and we talk a lot about here in the office. For me, AI is really good information in, good information out. And getting back to the employee which did the AI evaluation for us, I realized the smarter we are using it, the better the information we're getting back. So with any I honestly feel it needs to be that you are 100% educated on it. ChatGPT, everybody's using it. But for me, now if I can tell ChatGPT that I want to have this schedule, but I tell them, or I tell ChatGPT, I want ChatGPT to think like a world class scheduler. Schedule everybody at a certain amount of hours, schedule everybody efficient, make sure there's overlaps. And if I tell him all of this stuff, and also if I tell them, so if I would be a restaurant, I would create an avatar of just what defines me as a prompt in my restaurant, and I would overlay this in everything I do. Because I honestly feel if you just start with one thing, you know, what's that one bottleneck in your every single day work that you dread? I guarantee there's an AI solution for that to help you. So I honestly feel if you start there, and for me, you know, if you use ChatGPT for SOPs, if you use Jasper for marketing, if you use paired 7 shift for labor or clear cogs for prep, there's some really, really amazing things out there. But also, what I learned working with as much as with AI as we did, it really comes down to the user and how to create prompts, how to ask clear questions. Because as you do this, for me, if I get an email response today from a client or somebody, I can tell you exactly, oh, this was written by AI. So it doesn't mean my client is lazy, that they had an AI respond. What I love about that is that I got a response that the AI, my client is traveling or my client is in a meeting. So for me, it takes the guesswork out of it. It's absolutely amazing. But I also think that the client needs to work smart and take certain things out because you could ask ChatGPT to take that out. You could ask ChatGPT like me, talk to you like English is your second language. Also, you can tell ChatGPT there's certain words I use all the time, and it can use that. It can also help you. For me, I realized I'm so much better in not just typing words. I speak a lot to AI, and for me, it's just like another person. And I don't want to say that it is a person, but it's a great tool for me. My goal is to save 5 hours a week because if I can use AI more efficiently, if I can stay on top of AI, if I can use AI in a way to make me more efficient and take that time to train my other employees, or if I can use AI for me to do videos or something else, or maybe do a podcast for you, if I can use AI to spend more time with my employees, AI is all worth it. And for me, um, internally, we talk a lot about AI because I honestly feel if you're not using it today, you will fall behind. And if you can train a machine to cook a perfect burger, imagine that you can do when we train it to help us not just work better, but lead better. For me, it's absolutely amazing. And if you're not just running a kitchen, how about if it makes you more efficient in running a company? You are designed, not just designed, but you are designing the future of how people eat. And that's for me, it's just absolutely amazing. And I'm excited where AI brings us to. I'm also really looking forward who else is bringing out some new stuff. And for me, it's amazing to see the tools which are out there. And then the other thing for me, and the final thing is I had no idea there's certain AI tools which cost a few $1,000s a month. I didn't know there's a voiceover which costs $600 a month. I didn't know that you could actually give it a full document that it can evaluate you. I didn't know that AI just passed the bar exam. All of the things we have learned over the last year, spending as much time and effort and investment we make in AI, is definitely that AI is already here. It's not coming. It's here. It's good. It's getting better every single day. And if you learn how to use it efficiently, if you learn how to use it to make yourself more efficient, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And for me, that's what I love about AI. And we started about a year ago where we had that one employer I talked to you about researched 60 different AIs. And as she started using them, she said, "Hey, this is not that good. Maybe we should use this." And then I realized as I started using it, I thought, this was great. This is not really good. It's the total opposite of what I learned from her. So if there's one thing I have to tell you about AI, use it and use it as much as you can because as you get better, so does AI. And if you get more efficient using it, AI will pay it back. And for me, that's what I love about AI. So hopefully that was useful for you. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. And if you want to know more about it and what tools we use on a constant basis, TM us below. Send us a note. I'd be more than happy to share with you the AI or tools we're using, what we're researching, what we're using on a daily basis, what we're using to do certain things. And we currently overlaying AI to make other AIs do AI stuff. And for me, it's just really exciting. And I hope AI is also as exciting for you as it is for us. So with that, I want to say thanks for listening in. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk about AI to you. And if you like today's episode, make sure you share it with somebody who can benefit from it. And if you learned a thing or two, please write on the comments below. What did you learn? What made sense for you? And what are you scared about? Because for me, as excited as I am about AI, there's also this little bit of thing in the back. I say, whew, where's it going? Because there's some amazing videos out there, which I'm telling you, it's really hard to see if that's AI or not. But that's not food service. So for me, prepping food, all of the things we talk about, I think AI is amazingly good at. And as you get better, so will AI. With that, I want to say thanks for being here today. Thanks for listening in. And if you wouldn't mind, click the notification bell so you know every single time we have a new episode coming out. With that, I want to say thanks, and I see you next Friday. Thanks, everybody.